ARMY's shocked. Taehyung reveals BTS's secret preparations for Arirang on Instagram story. His practice gives fans goosebumps. Hello ARMY all around the world. Wait a moment, don't scroll. Because in just the past few hours, a short Instagram story from Kim Taehyung suddenly made the internet explode. It wasn't an official announcement. It wasn't a comeback teaser. And it wasn't even a long video. Just a few seconds. But inside that short clip, ARMY noticed something completely unexpected. BTS appears to be practicing for Arirang. A rehearsal that feels so emotional, so spectacular, that many fans say they got chills just watching those few seconds. So now the question is, did Taehyung just reveal one of the most special BTS performances currently in preparation? Let's talk about everything, starting from the very beginning. Hello ARMY all around the world. Welcome back to the BTS fans channel. Wherever you are right now, maybe it's a quiet morning with sunlight slowly entering your room, maybe it's a busy afternoon filled with work and responsibilities, or maybe it's a calm night when you finally have time to scroll through social media. Today, there is one small moment from BTS that suddenly made millions of ARMY pause for a second. It was actually a very simple moment. But sometimes, the simplest moments become the most special ones. And everything started from a place we all know very well. Kim Taehyung's Instagram story. A few hours ago, without any warning, Taehyung suddenly uploaded a story. For many people, it might have looked like a normal practice clip. But for ARMY who have followed BTS for years, every small detail from the members always means something. The video wasn't long. Only a few seconds. But the camera showed a large practice room. Bright white lights reflecting on the polished wooden floor. And inside that room, several very familiar figures could be seen. Yes, the members of BTS were practicing. At first, many fans assumed it was just another normal rehearsal. Maybe choreography practice for something not yet announced. But just seconds later, ARMY started to notice something that made them suddenly stop and stare. In the background of the video, there was a melody. A soft melody. An emotional melody. A melody deeply recognized by people in Korea. Arirang. For many Koreans, Arirang is not just a song. It is a cultural symbol. A traditional folk song that has been passed down for centuries. It has been sung during historical moments, cultural festivals, and national events. And when ARMY realized that BTS might be rehearsing something using Arirang music, the internet immediately exploded. In less than an hour, clips of Taehyung's Instagram story began spreading across the internet. Fans reposted the video on Twitter. ARMY created analysis videos on TikTok. And soon after, hashtags like #Taehyung story, #BTS Arirang, #Kim Taehyung, #BTS practice started trending in several countries. But what impressed fans the most was not only the music. It was also the rehearsal itself. If you pay attention to the members' movements, the choreography looks very different from what BTS usually performs. The movements are not only powerful like typical BTS choreography. They are also extremely artistic and emotional. It almost feels like every movement is telling a story. Every step looks like part of a bigger narrative. Some ARMY even said the choreography looks like a blend of modern dance and traditional Korean elements. And if that's true, then the performance they are preparing might become something truly unique. Something we have never seen before from BTS. One of the moments that caught the most attention was when Taehyung slightly moved the camera toward the center of the room. There, several members could be seen practicing a more complex section of the choreography. Their movements were incredibly synchronized. Their steps were powerful. But at the same time, their hand movements looked graceful and elegant. This contrast is exactly what made many ARMY say the rehearsal looked deeply emotional. Of course, ARMY quickly started replaying the clip again and again. And the more they watched it, the more small details they discovered. Some fans noticed the serious expressions on the members' faces. Others noticed how they repeated certain parts multiple times. And some fans even said the energy in that rehearsal felt like preparation for a very big stage. Interestingly, Taehyung himself did not give much explanation in the story. There was no long caption, no detailed description, just a short video clip. But somehow, that made ARMY even more curious. Because Taehyung is known for occasionally giving small hints to fans, almost like a puzzle. And as time passed, more and more theories began to appear. Some fans believe BTS might be preparing a special performance connected to Korean culture. Others think the rehearsal might be for a major event that hasn't been announced yet. But whatever the answer may be, one thing is certain. Seeing BTS practice with an Arirang concept creates a very different feeling for fans. Because throughout the years, BTS has not only been known as a global music group. They are also artists who often bring Korean culture to the global stage. Through their music, through their visuals, and through the messages they share with the world. And maybe the rehearsal we saw in Taehyung's Instagram story is just a small part of something much bigger. Something they are preparing very seriously. Something that might once again leave millions of people speechless. But for many ARMY, the most touching part is actually the simplicity of that moment. There was no giant stage, no dramatic lighting, no glamorous costumes, just a practice room, several BTS members, and their continuous hard work. Because behind all the success BTS has today, there are still 7 artists who continue to rehearse endlessly, trying new movements, repeating choreography again and again, and making sure that every performance they deliver is their absolute best. That's why just a few seconds of video from Taehyung was enough to make millions of ARMY feel emotional. Because behind that short clip, we could see something very real. Dedication, hard work, and their love for music and performance. Now ARMY all around the world are waiting to see whether there will be an official announcement. Waiting to find out whether the rehearsal scene in Taehyung's Instagram story will truly become a major performance. And if that happens, we might all remember that everything started from a small moment. A short video. A simple Instagram story. From someone we all know as Kim Taehyung. And if we know BTS well, there is one thing we understand. Whenever they are preparing something, it is rarely something ordinary. Usually, it becomes something that makes the entire world stop and watch. Now we want to ask you, ARMY, what do you think? Do you believe this Arirang rehearsal might become BTS's next historic performance? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with ARMY all around the world. Because whenever BTS is preparing something, there is always a chance that we are about to witness